You're not stuck. You're scared. Scared to change. Scared to be seen trying. Scared that the version of you who wants more will lose the people who prefer you small. Lack of growth isn't a sign that you're lazy. It's a sign that you're protecting yourself. Growth doesn't require time. It requires bravery. Every leap you never took, every idea you killed in the cradle, every conversation you postponed, all trace back to one root cause: the lack of courage. Welcome back to Spark and Hustle. Puneet. If you've been asking yourself, why haven't I grown? Why am I still here? This episode is your mirror. Because growth is never blocked by circumstance. It's blocked by fear dressed as logic. I'm not ready yet. I need more clarity. It's not the right time. Those aren't facts. They're camouflage. The mind uses safety, and we use that safety to create language to hide from risk. But the price of avoiding risk is always the same, which is stagnation. Now, comfort feels good. I call it the comfort trap, but it kills curiosity. It convinces you that predictability equals peace, but peace without progress turns into quiet misery. The comfort zone is not a location, it's a set of excuses. What you refuse to disrupt, life will eventually dismantle. Another one to keep in mind is the myth of fearlessness. You don't need to be fearless to grow. You just need to move while afraid. Courage is a behavior. It's not a birthright. The people you admire weren't fearless. They were fluent in fear. The biology of courage. When you face something uncertain, your brain's amygdala fires. It sends a message, danger ahead. But the same response is identical to excitement. Your interpretation decides which it becomes. So when you feel fear, it's not a stop sign. It's your system saying something meaningful is happening. A concept I want you to think about is the psychology of playing small. We don't resist growth because it's hard. We resist it because it threatens identity. You can't evolve and stay familiar at the same time. People say, I'm waiting for clarity. But clarity doesn't precede courage, it follows it. You act your way into clarity, not think your way into it. Now, growth always follows the same cycle: discomfort, denial, decision, disruption, and then the development. Most people get stuck between denial and decision, which is step 2 and 3. Discomfort we keep feeling for a long time, but then when it comes to decision, we stay stuck there. But disruption is cheaper than decay. Disrupt it and then see what happens. I'm too busy. I'm afraid of prioritizing myself. That's what that means. Second one I hear all the time is, I do not know how. Well, what that really is saying is, I do not want to look incompetent and person who learned something new from scratch. A third one is, this is my favorite because I've used it a few times and caught myself doing it, which is, it's not the right time. It says, in reality, I'm afraid of failure. All right. So here's a framework. It's see, say, and step. C is spot where fear hides behind logic. Say, speak the fear aloud. Fear named is neutralized. Step, move while afraid. Don't wait for calm. Use motion to create it. Now, every career breakthrough comes from saying yes before you feel qualified. Growth rewards initiative, not perfection. It takes courage to say, this isn't working when it comes to our relationships. It takes courage to stay when it's hard, and equal courage to leave when it's over. You cannot have expansion without vulnerability. Now, the spiritual side of courage. Spirituality is core to my life. So if you don't care about this piece, it's only a few seconds. Spiritually, courage is faith in motion. Every time you leap, you tell the universe, I'm ready for what's next, even if it breaks me open. Now, when you do something scary, your brain releases dopamine after the fact. The reward comes post-action. So, how do you train for courage? Step 1, do one uncomfortable thing daily. Second, you got to track it, so you track the evidence. Third is reward exposure, not outcome. Fear is way more expensive. It's hidden tax behind stagnation. Every idea you don't act on goes to someone braver. So ask yourself, what area of my life has stopped growing? Then ask, what truth am I too scared to admit about that area? Lack of growth is not a mystery. It's a mirror. If you want expansion, walk into rooms where your excuses don't fit. If you want transformation, speak the truth that terrifies you. Growth is what happens when bravery outruns fear. See it, say it, step anyway. Stay bold and keep going through it. Now, when it comes to a book recommendation, there's a book called Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. It's actually one of my favorite books to read and reread. I need to reread it. And there are 2 quotes from the book. They're not directly from the book, but they're definitely in the same theme. One is growth is courage in motion. Second, fear is temporary. Stagnation is permanent. And courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act while it's screaming. So, what do we need to take away? If you were to take 5 things from this episode, first is you're not stuck, you're scared. Second, clarity follows courage, not the other way around. Fear unspoken controls you. Fear named frees you. Framework we learned about, see, say, step. Fifth is growth is the reward of repeated behavior. So, lack of growth is not a mystery. It's mirror. If you want expansion, you need to take some difficult steps to move forward. Until next time, stay bold, stay soft, and keep going.